born again. Born again to live.
Hey guys, it's another Blues Day Tuesday here at Born Again to Live. We are so excited. You guys have no idea. So background story. Eric and we've just been putting in one heck of a July thus far, and we're both a little wiped out. So we all know during Lent, Eric gave up energy drinks and sodas, but guys, we were crashing. And so I said, Eric, it's no longer Lent. We need energy. We know where to get it. So we toddled on over to the Wardensville 7-Eleven, and much like so many other Blues Day Tuesdays, we turned the corner and whammo, there is a big blue person. So God just sort of gave us what we needed today. We're super excited, and I feel like, Eric, she's bringing the energy today.
She is bringing the energy. And just so you heard, Amy twisted my arm in the energy drink.
I did. I'm an enabler. I apologize.
All right, but we have today a ex-Big Blue person.
I like to say former.
I like the term alumni.
Alumni. There you go. Megan Good. And I'm going to go with the backstory of I've had the privilege of knowing Megan a long time. Went to her church. Her dad's a pastor. I went to their church. We've known her since she was little. And if you know the Goods, there's not many of them that are little. So
Yeah.
But thank you for joining us, Megan.
Of course, my pleasure. I'm glad to bring into you. This feels like a great breather for me.
Good. So usually we start off with your journey to find God and how do you got to where you're at. So take as long or as little amount of that time as you want, but
Oh, goodness. The question was my journey to find God?
yeah, your journey in getting to where you're at with God, I guess. Is
Okay. So I always say my story starts with the faith of my parents, because I grew up in a very, very strong Christian household. And I received a lot of the blessings from that because of their faithfulness to God. Yeah, that's just the beginning of my story. But then I kind of have always believed in God my whole life. But at points during middle school and high school, it went through cycles of feeling like I wanted to be really, really close to him, and then feeling guilty because I didn't feel close to him like I should be, or like I just definitely went through periods. But I found God a lot through going to public school and being able to see how real my faith was, that it did make me different. And that made me want to share it with people because I realized I did have joy, I did have hope, I did have peace, and I wanted to articulate that to my friends. And through that journey, I ended up getting baptized, and and then this past year, I've actually been at a gap year program in close Christian community, and I feel like my faith has been, even though it was solid before, has just really been strengthened by understanding and digging more into who God is and just being on fire for him.
That's so great. Like, oh my gosh. It talks like we were just talking about this kind of like the other day about, well, we did a whole little mini series about being in the world and of the world. And I guess the thing about what you just said is like when you go to public school and when you come out of that closed-knit Christian community and you see like, oh my gosh, like the difference between the light and the dark is so different. And so
Absolutely.
you got to really see that, which is great. And instead of turning away from that, you just dug your heels in and just shine the light, didn't you?
Yeah.
I was going to say, most people don't say I went to public school and found God.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
That's a really awesome testimony that you can go to school and find closeness to God. It's a tribute to where we are too, but at the same time, that's who your roots are and who you were. So
Yeah, definitely. Can you share with us a little bit about, because I know you've been doing some cool stuff with this GAP program.
Yeah.
Like, well, and I know you just said that you're enjoying this little breather right now because I know you're currently working at Camp Highland, but like tell us about this GAP program because I think it's really cool.
Yeah. So I, after high school, knew I wanted to go to college, but I didn't know what to do. So I decided to take a gap year, and it is Wheaton College's gap year program in northern Wisconsin. And there's a lot of elements to it. But basically, I'm living in a camp, but in the wintertime. So we all had work projects, but mine was working in housekeeping and hosting retreat guests and getting ready for the summer camp. So kind of all the background stuff. We also took classes and dug into big topics Christians ask about faith and about the society and culture. We took a college class through Wheaton. We volunteered. We did trips. I am a proud holder of 3 degrees or 3 credits in outdoor and adventure rock climbing, backpacking, and it's just been great.
So cool. And then you did a technology starve, or what did you guys call it? A fast?
6-week technology fast.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that was the way the program started, and I think it really kept us bonded as a community and really challenged us from the beginning.
To just get to know each other, to get to open up, to be vulnerable, because you didn't have the outside world at all.
Yep.
Oh man, I'd love to do that here. Whole summer, no technology. Wow, that's so cool.
No, I was excited when Megan got back from her thing, and she worked with me at the store, and she came into the store, and I was so overjoyed. She's just a light when she comes into the room anyway, and she came back like a whole new light, and it was so cool to see that smile and that joy she brought. I'm like, how was it? And she just glowed with excitement. So I knew it was an awesome year.
Oh, thank you, Eric.
As much as we missed having her around, she was in the right spot. And I mean, God guided you to that, right? It wasn't you didn't have Wheaton College on your list of places to go.
100%. I was actually looking into any other gap year program. And this one just continued to come up, and I was looking at other colleges and not considering gap years, and this was just definitely a place got
so cool. Yeah, I hear people say I'm going to take a gap year, and you just think, oh well, you're just prolonging, you're wasting that time, but you didn't waste a second of it. Like,
It is the right way.
I don't even know if gap year is the right word to describe what you did, but yeah, that was so cool. I love it. Okay, so let's see.
All right, so you started with Big Blue as a teenager.
Yeah.
You came in pretty early in Big Blue's starting, right? You were here almost from the beginning.
I know my older brothers were involved in the very beginning, so I was kind of involved and knew about it for a very long time.
Good. What's your favorite memory from Big Blue?
Oh. Probably going, and this is the first one that comes to mind, to the music festival in Maryland, or
So the Uprise?
yes.
Oh, the Uprise.
I always talk about that a lot.
I just remember just getting hang out with Nikita and listening to all the concerts and kind of being miserable, but being miserable together.
It was really hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that a hot, miserable day was one of your favorite memories.
Oh, I'll also add just all the random volleyball nights.
Yeah.
To play volleyball.
Yeah. Big Blue, it's a really awesome place, and it's hard to describe to people what this place can do for you. Just the camaraderie and getting to know, and I always talk about the kids who aren't in the same social group coming together. And Megan was partly homeschooled for a lot of your life, and then you came to public.
Yeah.
And here at Big Blue, we have a whole pile of kids who are homeschool kids.
Yeah.
And they blend with these public school kids.
Yeah.
It's a really neat way for life to come together, I think. And it shows who we are as a community.
That's beautiful. And speaking of how to describe Big Blue, you guys will find this interesting. When I went on my part of the gap year, we took a 2-week mission trip to Costa Rica. And the ministry I was a part of was a social service site in the middle of downtown Costa Rica. Very different context than what you guys are doing here.
Yeah.
But it just reminded me so much of Big Blue, getting to just sit with the kids, just be a safe place, play with them, help them with schoolwork. Wasn't a lot of kids every day, but I don't know. It just, while I was down there, I was just constantly thinking of you guys and the work you're doing and the way it impacted me and the way I was seeing it impact these families in a completely different culture.
Well, we're always talking about how, like, with Big Blue and just in general with the work that God calls us to do, it isn't about the masses. It's about like the one last sheet. So it's just like that one kid that you interact with, like that can be the difference, right?
Absolutely.
So that's awesome. I love it. In Costa Rica, she's thinking about little old Warrensville, West Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
That's so awesome.
Actually, it's really funny. You went on a missions trip, and then not long ago, Abby went on a missions
Yeah.
trip.
And
She texted me from her missions trip and said, "Hey, do you know this person?" And sent me a picture from someone from Wardensville that was in whatever what country did she go to?
can't remember.
I can't remember.
Cambodia?
Cambodia.
Yeah.
She went to Cambodia, and there's this woman from Wardensville, West Virginia, and she ran into her, and she's like, "It's the weirdest
That
thing." And I'm
is
like,
so
"That's so cool."
weird.
And I didn't know the person, but it was really cool.
That is awesome.
All right, so you were around church most of your life, or all of your life, with your dad being a minister and everything. But what would you say to teenagers who don't know God or are seeking God?
Oh, wow. I love this question. Just don't give up. Continue to pay attention. If you're doubting, dig into it. If you have a longing for God, that's part of my story, is I wanted him, and I thought that was a bad thing, that I wasn't being filled up enough. If there's like if there's people speaking into your life, just continue to ask the hard questions and just don't give up. Continue to seek God, even if whatever is going on in your life.
That's such a great answer.
It is.
Do you want to know who answered that exactly the same way?
Yes.
Your partner in crime, Nikita. She literally said the exact same thing when she was interviewed about just not giving up. And you got that right. I mean, and I love the fact that you wanting to seek God made you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough God in me, and that must make me, not good enough or a bad person or whatever. But I mean, that is the thing, when you like hunger and thirst for God, like it feels like you can't ever be filled up enough.
Yeah.
So, but it is those first few steps and just powering through some days. I mean, like me and Eric are powering through this very sleepy, the sleepy broadcasting day, but yeah, not giving up. I love that the answer has been confirmed with so many people.
Yeah.
Great advice, Megan.
And I'm going to pay homage to Megan a little bit. I said we work together.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of days where we work together, and we both had these really deep spiritual conversations.
It's true.
And she's way wiser than her age.
Yes.
I'm telling you, like this child, she's a child in form, but I'm telling you, she was like a senior citizen in spiritual wisdom, because she was giving me things and I'm like, ouch. Like, okay, yeah, I see that. Like, I got to listen to her because she's really smart. So we had some really good times working together. I love working with Megan. I love being around her family. They're the ones I go to every year. When I told you I go to the sunrise service,
Mhm.
I may not go to their church anymore, but I go to that sunrise service because I love that community. So,
Yeah.
Thank you.
you know,
It's very special.
Well, Megan, I've always told you this, but like you have that light that you only get from Jesus, and you just see that and you emulate it everywhere you go. It's just your kindness, your smile, everything about you just says, I'm a child of God. You don't even have to say it. You don't have to open your mouth, and people can just tell that from you. So thank you for just being a light in your community and your family. And we know you're going to go on to do amazing things through college and after college. And but it's so cool that, from these humble beginnings right here in Wardensville, West Virginia, that we got to be a part of that. And we are so grateful. So just thank you for being here and interviewing with us on Blues Day Tuesday.
My pleasure. I'm so glad I ran into you.
so I wanted to ask one more thing. If you were talking to a kid and they were trying to decide whether or not to come to Big Blue, what would you say to them, or advice you would give them about this place and what it meant to you? Or to your family even, because your family is part of the backbone of this place.
Yeah.
It might not sound like fun when you're describing it, but when you get here, there's people who will love you and love you deeply. And it's genuinely a great time, and you regret it.
That's what I was hoping you would say. I know that's where Megan comes from. A lot of these kids, they go to public school. You know that they hear teen center, they get the negative idea of, oh, I'm not going there. It's just a bunch of old people trying to force you to have fun. But when you get here, it's such a relaxed environment that you can't not have fun almost. It's just such an enjoyable experience. And I knew Megan, there's days where we talked that she's like, I can't make it there. And I knew you could see the sadness of, I want to be there, but I can't make it there because she had a busy life or she had something going on. And so that hunger to want to be here, if you've been here once, you continue to want to come back.
Sure. Yeah.
So as that, this is my ploy where I hope she can come back one day as a volunteer.
Oh, that would be awesome. Or maybe even on our mission trip, Eric.
Yes.
Oh,
Mission trip last year, man.
yeah,
Megan,
2026. What are you doing in a year from now, Megan?
So, but yes, thank you so much for being here. We know you have a busy day ahead of you and time, so we'll let you go now.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Megan.
You all.